All right. Last one for me. You probably heard about this story. Very big story. Ninja has ditched Twitch for Microsoft Mixer. I think this news broke yesterday. This is such a big deal, right? I mean, the news was all over the web. It was on gaming sites. It's on entertainment sites. It's on tech websites. It's trending on Twitter. They put out this video, kind of like a commercial, a fake press conference type of thing here, where he states, "Hey, I'm going to this Mixer platform." I got to be honest. At the time, I wasn't even aware what Mixer was. I mean, I'm just going to tell you the truth on it. And I'm not alone. In fact, the user base for Mixer is actually tiny in comparison to the numbers Twitch is pulling. And there you go. I believe his first stream is today on Mixer. And he's got 70,000 viewers right now. It's featured prominently right as soon as you go to Mixer.com. And a giant banner for a limited time. Subscribe to Ninja's channel for free. So he has effectively taken a payment, obviously, from Mixer to exclusively stream here and bring his users with him, who will then subscribe here, and everyone will make money here instead of over on Twitch. That's really what happened. Now, I did a little bit of reading about Mixer. It does appear to have some features that Twitch does not. And of course, it's a much less crowded place from a user-based perspective. There's far fewer people streaming here. So there's going to be a few more eyeballs to go around for the people who, like a more prominent position for individual streamers who might have a following, who might be able to sign maybe deals like this to a lesser extent. Now, the rumor is that the deal is in the 7 figures somewhere. So, I don't know, 10 million, between 5 and 10 million would be my guess for this move. I don't know how long the contract is, but it sets a whole new stage for how this stuff happens moving forward. You can imagine, let's say he signs a 1-year deal with Mixer and the deal's about to end. And then he goes back to Twitch and says, "Hey, I'm thinking switch it, coming back. Here's the negotiation." It's like once the audiences become mobilized and they're willing to go to different places, now the platforms kind of have to bid. They have to have a little bidding war for the prominent content creators like himself. Now, he's obviously huge in the space. He was the biggest thing on Twitch for a really long time. I don't think Twitch is over. Obviously, they've got a huge brand there and a ton of producers, content producers, streamers that are on there. But Mixer is also no joke. Mixer is backed by Microsoft. And so now you're like, well, Microsoft, that's a big company as well. They're invested from a hardware perspective and a software perspective in the gaming culture. You can imagine them launching game hardware through Mixer, building hype through relationships like this one they have with Ninja. They're a diversified company in a way that Twitch isn't really. Even though they're owned by Amazon, they still kind of operate independently. Mm-hmm. So Microsoft can do some compelling and interesting things for a guy like Ninja that Twitch maybe can't, maybe not immediately. Mm-hmm. Now, I thought it was interesting in his announcement video, his other sponsors were shown prominently. So he's got the big Adidas sweatshirt on, and then he also has the Red Bull fridge in the audience, which asks a mock question wearing a press hat just to get it in there. So you have to believe that there's some sort of a correlation there. Like, imagine the contracts he has with those companies because he's streaming on Twitch. Mm-hmm. So now imagine the paperwork involved of being like, okay, look, I got this offer to move to Mixer. It's a good deal. Here in this, well, let's amend the contract so streaming over there is equivalent to what, like, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
The pieces coming together. It's an incredible time right now. Things are happening. But in a way, you do kind of worry that these services, that these brands in the space, these sites, sort of become like record labels. And there's all this movement, and you're expected to go to all these different places to watch your stuff, which could be more work for you. I get it. You could put out a better version. Mixer might be this next version, this next place to stream content, watch content. But what about the next one after that? What about Sony's? And what about this one and that one? And then there's a dozen, and all these people are distributed because they're all on these different deals, and you got to go to all these different places to watch them. That kind of sucks for the end user. It's nice to go to one place. And of course, YouTube has benefited greatly from that, being like this one place for video content in most segments. And the user ends up winning because they don't have to manage 7 or 8 different sites, subscriptions, payment terms, credit card connections, apps, and so forth. So we'll see how this pans out. But congrats to Ninja. I presume that this is a really compelling thing. I presume that Microsoft made a really great deal to you, in which case, good on you for doing something that's probably a really hard decision to make. It's never easy to disrupt the status quo, even if you got a sweet deal staring back at you, because you don't know how everyone's going to react. And long term, you're not sure what it's going to mean for your numbers or your popularity. So these are tough moves to make. And so you got to commend Ninja for that, for being on the forefront of it. Now we just got to wait and see how big Mixer can actually get. One thing I will say, he's already got like some 20,000 subscribers. Well, based on when this article was written, it's probably bigger than that now. Does it say here 2 million views, 425,000 subscribers, which is incredible. But keep in mind, that's a free sub this month. So the subscriber benefits this month, you become a supporting community member, 22 custom Ninja emoticons, and no ads. But then after that, what does it go? It's $7.99. It's actually a little more money to sub than it is on Twitch. Twitch is $4.99. I believe it's going to be $7.99 here. So how many of the 425,000 current subs are gonna maintain the subscription once they have to pay for it? That is the key metric to track. That's the thing we got to be watching. But in the meantime, congrats to Ninja. Congrats to Microsoft. I think it's a big win for them as well. If the audience is cool with it, then this kind of thing could actually be good for the marketplace. Diversify the marketplace. That's interesting and that's cool.